Hi everyone, it's Lee here. Thanks for joining me again. It's time for the Margarete Miller Weekly Collage Challenge and we're up to week 47. And the prompts for today, or for this week, are a key. I have a key stamp. Handwriting. I've got some of my handwriting on this watercolour painting. Something that represents an event. I am not going to use that. Winter. I have the winter scene that I've actually painted, and then I've also got this page from a book which I'm going to use as my folded item. Now I already started recording this and then realised I hadn't turned the microphone on, so we're up to take 2. And what I was doing was just painting out the bottom of that because there was a man rowing a boat and he was upside down and he didn't look wintry. But on that side it looks like a mountain in the background, so that's okay. And on the actual page is a village covered in snow. So I'm in the process of covering over that bottom section of the page. So I'll just finish doing that. And I just want to try and keep this one fairly simple. So, is everybody ready for Ephemera? Did you check out my Ephemera holder? There's a link to that video in my video description box. So I'm opening the scraps that I got from Dye and also show you how I made an ephemera storage out of the Effie that Louisa Heinzel had given us to use. Now, I did get a comment from someone, and I do hope they were joking, that while he was super cute, that as an Australian they were offended by what I did, and I don't know why, and I hope that they were just joking. I'm not sure. So what I did was on his hat, I actually hung some corks from his hat, so it's pretty synonymous with Australian culture. The hat, the bushy's hat with the corks hanging down to keep the flies away. So that's what I did. I'll just show it to you. But anyway, I think somebody was upset by it. So I've stuffed him full of these things. But there's the hat with the corks hanging off it. You can't really see much of him now because he's got all the ephemera in his various pouches. But yeah, so there we go. So when you open the hat up, I can access the pockets. But I may have to move everything out into another container or take them out as I use them because this whole thing comes out. So that's the way I designed it. Someone told me they were offended by me doing that, so I don't know. To me there's absolutely nothing offensive about that. It'd be like if you put a Scottish man in a kilt. Whoever you are, I'm sorry if I offended you. Anyway, I want this to dry, so I'm going to get my heat tool out and give that a bit of a blast with some air. Okay. That's dry now, so what I'm going to do is make this top bit look like an envelope. I'm going to fold like this. I'm not worried about that raggedy edge, I like that. And I'm just going to cut it like so. Now it looks like that. Oh, I just scratched winter into there, but that's neither here nor there. So on here I think I'll round those edges. Round here. And I'm just going to stamp my key on there. My winter painting and handwriting is going to go inside there. And I reckon some white splatters would look really nice on this because there's white splatters on this painting. I've got, oh, that needs a shake. So these look like snowdrops, so I'm going to put that, which way? I think I'll put it over on the right, so I'll put some more splatters here. So I'm going to put some gold splatters on there. And I'll just pop that to the side to dry. I'm going to put some gold splatters on this. Now I'm thinking in the background maybe a little bit of music paper would look alright. And I have so much music paper, I really need to start getting rid of some of it. A lot of it is this really old stuff. You can see how old by the colour it is. So I'm just going to take the margins off. Okay, so I'm just going to use glue stick to put that down. I think I'm going to make this just a little bit smaller. So if I take like 1/2 inch off each side, yeah, I'll do that. I'll take 1/2 inch off each side. But firstly, I'm going to put some gesso over this, just to knock back that colour of the paper because it's quite brownish, with a paint knife, and then use the brayer to spread it a little bit. So just 1/2 inch off each side will do. I almost feel like I need something on that. I might do my key, stamp my key on that, but I'm going to ink around this envelope. Okay, so now we've got that and that. Now I don't like that on there. I knew that would happen. So I'm just going to put some gesso on that, and I'm just going to rub it in with my finger. I don't mind if it's there a little bit, but I think it was too dark before. That'll do. Now, do I want some white around the edge of this envelope? I think I do actually, but I think I'll just do it with my finger again. It's going to look wintry. We're looking through a snowstorm or something. So that's what that looks like now. And I think I'm happy to put that down. And I'll glue that on, but I won't put the other bit inside it until I've done my stamping, because I thought the key might look good on here. There is actually like a keyhole with these stamps too, so maybe a keyhole and a key would look nice on there. Right, I'll glue it down before I go any further, because I don't want to mess the ink up, which is likely to happen. So I'm just going to put my glue around the edge. Don't need it in the middle. somewhere near the middle. Keep it straight. Okay, so I'm going to put the keyhole on there. And let's get round about the middle. Okay, so now I need to put my key stamp on. So maybe I should pick one of these more elaborate keys to go with this elaborate keyhole. And I think I'll put the key inside here. Didn't turn out the greatest though, so maybe another one over on here. That one stamped a bit better. Okay, so that's archival ink that I've done that with, and I think I'll just splatter some gold on there. It's getting a bit messy, that page, that part of the envelope, so just want to fix it up by putting some other splashes and things on there. That's dry now, so I'm going to pop my little painting in there, and I'll use the art glitter glue again to do that. Around the edge is all that's required, and I'm popping it over. Actually, I might pop it out of the envelope like that. Yeah, does it need anything on the outside? It's a little bit bare up the top, isn't it? Something else is required on that, and then something else is required on that. Maybe some watercolour splatters, some coloured ones. So I'm just going to get my watercolour paints. Got my watercolour paints, but while I was getting them I found this little piece of ruffled seam binding. It's been coffee dyed by the look of it, and I thought I might just attach that to the top of the page. No particular reason, but it fills in that gap nicely. But I'd also like to do a little bit of stenciling, which I hadn't planned on doing, but I think I will. Now I just want a nice colour to go on there. What is it? Evergreen bough. And I'm going to make you all cringe and say that's not what you're supposed to do with it, but I'm just going to. I don't know if it's going to go through, but if it doesn't, what I'm going to do is use the other side of it. I mean, yeah, no, it didn't work. So I'm going to do this. Use it as a stamp rather than a stencil. A little bit turned out. Okay, have a bit of a rub with cloth, and that looks like C-wrap. So let's get something else. I can't find my sponges. Don't know where. I saw them yesterday. Oh, here's one. I couldn't see it because it's right underneath my nose. So I'm going to put a bit of this bluey colour, bluey green colour, and we'll just pretend that never happened. Hasn't made much difference. Right, it's okay. Do I want to go any further with that? I might just dab a tiny little bit of it down there. Now I still want to put this along here. Or do I? I like it. I think it looks quite nice. But I did want to put some gold splatters on that. I'm not... No, that's not what I was going to do. I have my watercolour paints. I'll use them. Need a bit more water. Yeah, I like that one because it's a similar colour to the acrylic paint that I put on there. I'm going to use this on my watercolours just to pick up some of the paints in that group of colour. Just along there like that. And then I'm going to get this thing and I'm going to do this. See if I can get this big flower in there. Sort of. Just going to dab some of that around. Let me go in for this olivey gold colour. It's almost a brassy colour, this one. This is getting really messy. And I wanted it to be nice and plain. So what I'm going to do is stop playing with all that stuff. Get my gesso and just paint out some of the mess. Because it's just gone overboard now. It's gone from one extreme to the other. But you can always fix it. It's never beyond repair. And if I wasn't actually speaking through this video, if I was doing a voiceover, I could have pretended that I planned to do this all along and cut out the bits that didn't work out right, and nobody would have been any the wiser. But because I like to show you how to fix up something when it doesn't work out the way you want, I'll just leave it all in. So we've got that. Now that's going to start coming back up through the gesso, because the gesso is semi-transparent, so as it dries, what's underneath is going to show through. I think a sentiment or something like that would look nice over there. It's a shame that has to be folded, actually. It's such a lovely image. So put it there, and I'm just going to go looking for some sort of sentiment to put on there. Well, I didn't find a sentiment that I wanted to put on there, but I did find the word winter that I've cut out of a magazine, and then I die cut some numbers at some point in time, and I've got a 4 and a 7, so we're up to week 47, so I thought I might put them in, but I'm going to put them on some black cardstock so that they just show up a little bit more. Right, I'm putting a little bit of cheesecloth on here, and I've just stained it with some ink, and here's my numbers and my winter. So I think I'll keep them separated, so I'll do something like that, and maybe under the numbers a little bit of black thread. So I'll just put a little swirl of glue there. Add a little bit more to the card. It's getting really dark. I think we're going to get some more rain. We had a bit of a storm go over lunchtime. Stay there. Now this one I'm just going to apply some of that glue. Put a decent amount of glue on the back of this so that it pushes through that cheesecloth. Helps to secure everything. Pop that there. Just hold it down till that glue binds. And I think just a few more white splashes and that'll be it. Okay, so that needs to dry. I can just go over what we have there. I haven't signed or dated it though. So I'm doing this on Friday and it is the 17th. So it's 17, 11, 23. And I'll just sign it along here. Okie dokie. So I have a key under there and I've got one there. Handwriting, I have my handwriting on that little watercolour painting that's there. Winter, this big image of winter here, plus the scene that I've painted on that is a winter scene. So origami or anything folded, this page, which I made into an envelope, and something painted, well, there we go, there's that. Okay, I'm going to call that done. Thanks for joining me. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video, which will probably be coming out sometime early in the week next week. Alrighty, so until then, happy crafting. Hugs and cheers from Australia, and all this. See ya. Thanks for watching. Bye.